over the game, now we own it. I set a blaze on opponents. Swarm through, we like murder hornets.
I came in this game just to rap. Over the years I could snap. Call out these ninjas.
We are a go.
Oh, hey y'all.
Hey, as she stuffed her face. Hello world. Hello world. It's RapSIS. What up, what up, what up? I am Mz Gabore. And you see Miss Chatty Patty can't talk right now because she's stuffing herself with a patty. So, hey y'all.
They said it's go time and I'm over here eating.
Right.
But yeah, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
It's your favorite Hush Tony Stills.
And it's your girl, Mz Gabore.
You already know we back for another episode of RapSIS.
Yes, here we go again.
Sister. That chatty patty.
We're two different type of sisters, though. We're sisters on the run eating.
Damn, you see?
So
I'm just not running.
Right.
I'm gonna need you after this. Take a run after this.
Yeah, so that's what makes us different.
I need to eat something real quick. I've been out since this morning, running around, so.
I've been out all week, and my allergies are starting up, and they're starting to kill me. It's just, I barely could talk without my eyes getting watery. Like, what do you people do out there besides taking the medicine? Like, what do y'all do to control your allergies? Is there a certain tea, a method? Because this is a killer.
Black seed oil.
Oh, yeah. It gives a headache, too. Like,
black seed oil. I live by it, y'all. Black seed oil helps with everything. Your allergies, your blood pressure, your diabetes, weight loss. You know, it helps with everything. Any ailment that you have, black seed oil. Get you some black seed oil.
Right.
Take it every day, a teaspoon. You can mix it in your smoothies, in your tea, your coffee. Just a little bit, though, because it has a really, really strong, distinct taste. So you don't want too much of it, but you want to, you know, make sure you take some of that black seed oil. For real, it's really good for you. Sea moss, have you some sea moss, elderberry, vitamin A, C, D, of course, you know, some zinc, like all that stuff that help you, girl, with your allergies. Yes. I've been telling you.
Yeah, she has been telling me, and I have seen that advertisement for black seed oils, and it has to be good stuff because it doesn't sell in stores. Well, I've never came across
Herbalist,
yeah, I never seen it in like stores. When I asked, they'd be like, no. So it's good stuff, and I'm definitely going to invest in that. Definitely.
Yeah, it's good for you. It's definitely good for you. So, yeah, summer 23. Shouts to us, because we got our podcast started this summer.
Right.
Which, so excited about. It's been going well so far. Shouts to everybody who's been watching, who's been in tune, who's, you know, on it, showing love, right. Sending those text messages, kites, all that good
comments,
stuff.
Leaving comments, letting us know how we did. Was it good? Was it bad?
We appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like I said, talk to us.
Everybody out here who's like, oh, Gabore. I'm here too. Sure.
Matter of fact, I'm here now. I'm here now. What up, Kim? I got that from you. But anyway.
Everybody over here talking about, oh, Gabore. I'm like, what? What about me? Marsha.
Right, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you know, I'm gonna let it speak for itself. But I'm happy to be doing this podcast with my sister. This was a dope idea of hers, and I figured out why not jump on it. You know, we like talking about hip hop music and what goes on, and not only hip hop, just reality stuff. You know what I'm saying? We take bits and pieces of.
I listen to you. Okay, we gotta stop here. You wasn't recording?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not the problem.
What happened?
Was it the noise? Like
fans.
Too loud?
It's buzzing in the background.
Oh, it was like that in the first episode. So yeah, you already know it's your favorite Hush Tony Stills.
And your girl, Mz Gabore.
And we are back. RapSIS. Listen, real quick, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, follow. comment, share, all that good stuff. Hit us up on Instagram at RapSIS718. No, what is it? RapSIS2023 on Instagram. If y'all want to email us, because you know we've been getting some emails and inquiries from the ladies out there who's doing their thing.
Yo, that's dope.
You know
Ladies
what I'm
want to
saying?
send us their music. Let us listen to it. I think that is so
we can
fire.
sit up in here and review and talk about it and put y'all on to some new hot you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all send your inquiries to rapsis718@gmail.com, and we'll definitely get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Possibly have you sitting up in here with us and we chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Get to know who you are, what you about, all that good stuff. So you already know. Shouts to the ladies who's out there doing their thing.
Right.
And
There's
we are
plenty.
here. It's plenty. It's plenty. Okay, it's plenty.
There's plenty. So back to the catch up.
Back to the catch up.
Yeah, back to the catch up. So now that we off the run, we got a little time we can catch up more. So during the performances, of course, we had our ladies come out. So, but there was a handful of ladies. There wasn't like a big, large. Well, what I noticed with other shows, they had different ladies, like some ladies from back in the days that was rapping, some that I didn't even know about. They had that going on. Salt and Pepper, they all was in that kind of group. And then when it came to the Yankee Stadium, there was Trina, Little Kim, Remy, Ashanti came out.
Ashanti came out with Fat Joe.
And Lola Brooke.
Ashanti didn't even have a set, which is crazy. Ashanti and Ja Rule, like that was crazy to me. Like what? Ashanti
Because you know
and
they
Ja
do
Rule
their
not
thing too, right?
Not at Yankee Stadium, like that was wild to me. Like
Right, they do their thing. Like they do their thing. I was shocked. Yeah, I didn't see them, but Ashanti stepped out with Fat Joe. She looked good. You know, Ashanti's gonna come through. She looked good. Then we got to see Lola Brooke. Lola Brooke did her thing. You know what I'm saying? She's into her performances. She's into her performances and she's into her rap game or whatever, but she did good. You know, she danced, she did her performance, and then she blew. Who else?
It was cool. Little Kim did her thing, but I felt like Little Kim perform. Give us a performance. I want to see you perform. I want to see you actually rap. I want to see you actually get into your music and do your thing. It's
Yeah,
like
there was
she
a lot
got
of
up
walking
there
up and down, and
like
a lot
the
of
queen,
cuteness.
and she was just being that. Like y'all saying, it was just you know, I feel like the ladies kind of were just up there, you know, like you know, whatever, I'ma just do me, they already know who I am, whatever. But it's like I wanted to see
They didn't kind of right. They didn't really stand out. They didn't kind of stand out.
They didn't stand out.
They looked good though. They looked nice. You know how they bring it out, but they didn't stand out as much. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
like seeing Eve at the Essence Fest.
Yeah. Eve, oh my God, I liked her set. I liked how she looked.
Her style.
Yeah.
How she looked, how she sound, the confidence. Just the overall, I still love this.
Yep.
I still love my fans. I still love being on stage. You felt it. You saw it. She gave her all. She was into it. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was chilling. It was the whole get up, the whole, you know, the vibe of Eve. It was just, It was really, really dope to see. You know what I'm saying?
And you know who else should have been there too? Angie Martinez. Because she was in New Orleans. She did the New Orleans Fest or whatever I said. Oh, the Essence Fest. But you know, I would think like hip hop, they would have her hosting a few other things out here in New York City too.
That would have been dope of her hosting at the Yankee Stadium thing, because I'm sorry, TT Torres was not a good host. She was not a good host at all. You know what I'm saying? And Angie would have been perfect for that.
That's
because Angie is the voice of New York. So that would have just made sense to have her, and her cultivating the women's segment. That's like a no-brainer. That's like a no-brainer, you know what I'm saying? But again, like we said, everything kind of looked rushed, you know, the way it was put together, and just get who's available right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like.
Right. Because there was a few other people they could have pulled out there. Or whatever, hosting wise, everything. It could have been more.
Ralph, you could have hollered at me to host. You know what I'm saying? Could have hollered at me to host. You know what I'm saying? saying?
Right. Because when you hosting something, it's true. You do gotta catch the crowd attention. You gotta
have
keep
the
them away.
personality. You gotta know what you're talking about.
Going.
You gotta know,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you gotta, know how to hold that down. Pero okay.
Right. It was what it was.
It was what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It was, and it wasn't bad, but there was a lot of things that could have been tweaked better.
Yeah. But overall, again, we've been saying it for the past few episodes. Shouts to Hip Hop 50.
That's right. Shout outs to Hip Hop 50.
Shouts to Hip Hop 50. At the end of the day, we love hip hop.
Yeah, we love hip hop. So, we talking just like how everybody else. We got our own facts. Everybody has their facts, and the facts come from how we ultimately feel.
Yeah.
And what we've been watching. Which brings up another type of discussion, being that we talking about the woman right now.
Oh, that's a wrap, sis. We done with the concerts?
We still have more concerts to go?
No, we good.
Because I feel like I'm sure there's still more and they'll pop up, but
yeah, next week we'll be like, oh yeah, remember we went to so many freaking places. So I'm in my brain trying to scramble what, you know what I'm saying. As y'all can see, we don't take notes. We don't come in here with. We just come in here. And we chopping it up.
Freestyle. You know what I'm saying? We freestyle.
We chopping it out.
Mm-hmm. And we freestyle. We talk, and we also watch shows. So I know y'all all saw a little bit of Love and Hip Hop and how that went down, because that's a hip hop show. So that falls right in line. But I'm sure we all seen how it all went down.
Girl.
Woo. There's some emotions up there, man.
Yeah.
And it was
It's
nice.
just emotions taking me over.
It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice on both sides. It was terrible, because everybody did look like, for the most part, at the beginning.
Okay, so what we talking about? Which episode we talking about?
The last episode.
Okay.
With
Erica and Spice.
And Spice. Yes, that was the last episode that we seen, and it's hurt. It's hurting. It hurts, because I didn't think that they was gonna come to an argument like that.
So what happened was, Spice was feeling the way that she felt Erica wasn't keeping it a buck with her, right? Mm-hmm. About what's going on with her and Safari in their life, right? So they were having a meeting to discuss, what Spice had learned from Safari and from what Erica had learned from Spice.
Right.
Regarding the fact that Spice wasn't too happy about Erica lying about her and Safari, or about Safari not paying child support, whatever the case may be. So they wound up meeting. Now, in Erica's confession, whatever they call that thing, what they do, she was bigging Spice up like crazy.
Yeah, because she had respect for Spice. She said she respect her because she felt like Spice was a genuine friend to her,
and
they had their own friendship. Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to
clear the air
with her. So they met up, and when they met up, for those who watch Love and Hip Hop, I'm pretty sure y'all already saw how Spice's demeanor was from the gate.
Right.
Now, a lot of things were said, and Spice threw a low blow jab at Erica, talking about her son and how her son don't like her, and that was enough to send Erica over the hill. Mm-hmm. Now, my opinions are never popular. I don't have popular opinions. I don't agree a lot of the times with the masses. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Shanti. Mm-hmm. I don't always agree with the masses. Mm-hmm. Because the masses, usually everybody follows each other, goes off emotion and follows each other on whatever the case may be, right? And what Spice did was foul. You know what I'm saying? That was foul of her to bring up her kid, and you want to go below the belt. We're gonna get to all the verbiage, right? However, this is my thing. For Spice to have such an attitude with Erica, it's like, why? Erica and Safari's life is none of your business. That is none of your business. There is no reason why you should be that involved that it moves you in such a way to be disingenuous to this girl in the way that you were. That is none of your business. You know what I'm saying? What Safari tell you, what Erica tell you, you just, all right, that's just what it is. But that's not for you to get involved and to take sides for anybody. At the end of the day, them two are a family.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, them two are a family. They have a family, kids. You know what I'm saying? They have to deal with their problems.
Yep.
That is their problems. And furthermore, Safari is hella wrong for disrespecting the kids, his kid's mother. That is wrong. And that is no type of dude that you want to deal with in life whatsoever. He has no respect for her. You know what I'm saying? And again, Spice, it is none of your business whether he's, you know, paying child support or not, whether it's none of your business. Your whole point as a friend is to be there for your friends and talk to them about what, you know, what is right, what is wrong, what they can do better. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just it. You don't get no further involved in that unless you were there and they are fighting and pouncing on each other and you breaking it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, their business is not yours.
Right.
You took it so personal.
Mm-hmm. Way too personal.
Way too personal. And that is not your business.
Mm-hmm.
It is not your place whatsoever. So you attacking her about all her personal shit is foul. I don't want no friends like that. That's why I don't hang with nobody. People always quick to use nobody knows shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody make assumptions. And I'm going to agree with your assumptions about me. I'm going to let you believe what you want to believe about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it really isn't your business, especially if I don't tell you anything.
Right.
It's none of your business.
Right.
What goes on to me has nothing to do with you. The only thing, if I choose to tell you something, the only thing you should be doing as a friend is listening. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if I ask you for advice or if I ask you for your opinion, then you can provide that. Other than that, we have to learn when to shut up.
Right. It's true. It's true, cause you know, from how we looked at it, it was like, okay, she said what she said, and then, but in the middle of all I heard in that argument, a lot of things too. I thought it was foul how Safari was recording Erica Mena talking shit and was sending it to Spice. But this is somebody you have kids with.
How old are you?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was just bad conjure off the back. So you already know that Spice probably was already taking it the wrong way, cause she was way too heavy on about somebody else's business. Now granted, we all be friends and a lot of us be close with our friends, and sometimes when they hurting, we hurting and this and that, but we growing up now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to separate the two, because you ain't sleeping with them at night. They ain't even sleeping together at night. They sleep when they sleep. Okay, cool.
But we don't know that because according to the conversation, she was still sleeping with Safari.
Right.
See? This is why you gotta mind your business.
Right. So accordingly, that whatever, she was still sleeping with Safari, but at the same time, Safari is also still sleeping with her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's vice versa there. You know, sometimes we gotta understand, yeah, that's my sister and that's my brother and that's who we type with, but they both doing things to each other vice versa.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They still got those kids together. They doing things vice versa. So it was a low blow to mention her child when her child had nothing to do with that conversation y'all was talking about. Y'all talking about what goes on between you and Safari, and for her to sit there and felt like she had had to tell her because her attitude and her body gesture, it was like, you know, like she don't have to tell you nothing. You see, this is what happened when people make themselves feel so special because you
entitled.
Right, entitled, right? Because you probably
is a motherfucker nowadays. Right. What we said the other day, audacity. The audacity is at an all-time high.
Because at the end of the day, I understand she probably played friends to both of them, as we can see, and you probably was there for both of them at really hard times.
And it's cool,
and that's fine.
But you supposed to be partial,
right? You're supposed to be partial.
Both are your friends,
right? These are both of your friends. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be partial, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, for you to go so low or whatever and say that, oh, that's why your son don't like you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, a lot of people in this world got kids, and you can't say nothing to nobody about their kids. So her
regardless
jumping
of what their relationship is.
So her jumping up and going head first, because you know what I'm saying, we all watched it. Spice was going head first too. She ain't never stopped. She was going, you know what I'm saying, and cutting her off. So at the end of the day, I felt like Erica was defending herself because she was defending herself. I feel like she was defending herself because she been hit with that a few times about her son or her kid. She been hit with that a few times. And if that's a person, and if y'all friends like that, and y'all know she been, because Spice said, we've been friends and I ain't never see her son this and that. So obviously you know that there's a problem there. You already know that there's a problem there. Whether she talked to you about it or not, you know that there's a problem there. And you know that's something that you shouldn't have said. But because everybody always wants to be so right too about somebody else's situation, that was foul. So she took a jag and she took a jag. But to make it seem like it's about racism, it's not. It's not. Because she said a slur. You know what I'm saying? So
she said a slur people say in the hood.
Right.
She did some hood shit.
Right. That's she got Bronx on her real quick too when she stood up. Like she had to catch herself. Now I will say, when you get into an argument or some type of shouting match like that, anything comes out your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? You are really trying to hurt the person more than they are hurting you in that moment. Right. It's a fight. It's an argument. It's an argument. It's an argument. We have said worse things to our own brothers and sisters. And probably right. It's a fight. It's an argument. So for it to be depicted that way, to make it look so racial, and a lot of times online or on these shows, once something racial come out, that's where they stick at. When we've been seeing these for seasons, you know what I'm saying? Which is how crazy. It gets up there. So it's like, okay, because she's light skinned and she's a Hispanic woman talking to a Jamaican woman like that, it was easy for them to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I've seen, like next clip, she goes and tell the other peoples what happened between her and Erica Mena. I mean, she's telling, but she's not telling that whole story. And she called her that slur. Oh, she said what she said. So now that got them looking at her. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody is really friends like that, then why y'all can't have a conversation with her? Because they're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because they're not really friends. Because if they were really friends, if you really did care about this girl, love this girl, you wouldn't talk to her like that. And you would be more sensitive around the topic of her kids because you already know. Yeah, because you said that she was a mother for 14 years and she said she was a mother for 16. Y'all ain't know each other for 14 and 16 years, so you don't really know what she was going through or how she was trying to. None of us do. We all know what the media depicts. We don't know anything concrete about that girl and what's happening with her and her child. We don't know anything. Both of their feelings was hurt. Obviously, they hurt each other's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because one got to get over on another. But the situation wasn't right at all. And the real situation here is, first of all, look at who y'all talking about. Y'all talking about Safari. It's not cool that you was still married to this woman, and whatever the case may be was going to y'all, and you was sending her old girl Spice clips. It's not cool that this man is starting all this shit, and he's never dared to take any responsibility. Nobody is giving him no responsibility. Nobody's making him accountable either. At the same time, everybody letting him rock when he's doing the bullshit. Grow up. I think the sad part about it is that, you know what I'm saying, the kids that y'all fighting over was there while all of this was going down in them rooms, hearing, you know, sending notes or whatever the case may be, and then it gets turned out as if Erica was talking about her. But as I look, I don't think Erica was trying to talk about Spice because she said she had a lot of respect. What I got from it was her and Safari was still married and she was fighting for that man's attention. That's all fighting that to be looked at
Because she said, what she said? She said, he was going hard for you, and I'm like, damn, I was in the hospital, and you wasn't even going hard for me. As his wife, she should feel that way. That is something you do question.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Especially if you're not feeling the love and you see him going hard for other people.
Right, because
you are going to question that. Well, what the hell? You going hard for her? What about me? I was in the hospital. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with that. And any woman would definitely say that same statement.
Right.
You are going hard for so-and-so, but what about me? Only because this is what I need from you. This is where she was going with it. You know what I'm saying? But Spice took that a whole nother way because you were looking for a problem.
You know, I felt like she misinterpreted, flipped it, and did everything because
she was looking for a problem.
Right, because from her end, it sounded from what she received, it was Erica talking shit about me, but we supposed to be friends, this and that, blah, 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 blah.
But instead of her having a conversation with Erica about that point blank, you just came at her.
Because you was just sitting there like, but
you just came at her instead of talking to her, instead of asking her, instead of having the conversation. You just straight up came with bad intentions, with a bad mind.
Right,
you came with that.
Yeah, you showed that. You know, the maturity levels, you know, and it's all about maturity levels too, because we can't sit here and scream out, we grown women, we taking care of kids, but still,
and look at the actions.
When you come with your friend, you acting like you in 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the way she interpreted, and Erica already knew what was really happening on the other end. But it's all about, because you are at the end. You are at the end, and this is where it's starting from this end. Now it's being traveled to this end. This end of this side is only being told what happened. She wasn't there to hear it for herself. She didn't see them, but you know what I'm saying? But he was able to get to her ear quicker. Because you know what I'm saying? He was able to get to her ear quicker and send her what he needed to send her. And that should have been addressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that was grimy. I felt like that was grimy.
And furthermore, why not put Safari, like, why not be like, Safari, don't send me this.
Right. You know
this is your wife. This is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, where do y'all stop? Where do y'all stop shit? Y'all don't stop nothing. Y'all just egg shit on. You take whatever somebody say as law and keep going with it. Where do you stop this? Where do you say to this man, yo, don't do that. That's your wife. I don't want to hear that. When I see Erica, I'm going to talk to Erica. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my girl at the end of the day. We going to square that at. Where do y'all stop this? Y'all don't stop it. Y'all just keep this drama going and going and going. For some mature women, y'all sure do act like kids. Furthermore, Love and Hip Hop is foul for even airing that.
Right.
That aired, they shot that show months ago.
Right, and you know how
months ago.
It takes
because
to be
Spice even did her little blog thing 3 months ago about this episode, which means this episode had to be shot 6 to 9 months ago. This is old already.
Right. They needed
They could have cut that out. They could have cut it out. They could have fired Erica when it happened.
Right.
They didn't. They put it out there for the world to see, for the world to call all of this, and then they want to fire her. That is fucked up. And women around the world, stop watching this. This is not how we are supposed to be with each other. How can we uplift each other if you still watching stuff like this that just really puts each other down all the time? Everybody's always at odds. We are too grown to have ops. We are too grown to have ops.
The ops, guy.
At some point, your mind state has to change. You have to want better for yourself and for your sister.
Right.
At some point, things happen. You have to look at things in a different light. You can't always take things negatively.
Because that ain't need to go negative. That really didn't need to go. It didn't need to go that far. It didn't have to go
that
negative.
That whole thing was unnecessary.
Because I thought they were, you know, they could have worked it out. You know what I'm saying? Then at least they could have showed. And okay, and if y'all go and make that about a racial thing, show what happens after. Show what happens after. How do we handle these things, and how can we get better and move forward? It show what happened after. Because firing her ain't teaching nobody nothing. It's only teaching that if you took this route, you cut this and that. And is that the kind of example y'all really want to set?
Because
you know
what ramifications is Spice dealing with? Who's talking to her about the things that she said and what she did? What is she? You know what I'm saying? What is she dealing with at the end of the day?
Right, because you know what I'm saying, if we're going to bring up real sensitive topics, from what I know, is when you bring up somebody's kid, automatically that's ultra sensitive. So we can look
kids
at
are off limits.
Right. So we can look at what
you were trying to hurt that girl.
Right.
You were throwing shots to get under her skin,
and you knew that was gonna work.
You knew
that was gonna work.
You were looking for smoke.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
She wanted it with Erica.
Yeah, she was looking for smoke because you was already fired up. You know what I'm saying? How look at your approach at the table, and boom, boom, boom. But at the same time, women do need to do better too, because who set that meeting up? Shakina. You know what I'm saying? You know your homegirl because you claim you and Spice is close like that. So when you seen her fired up, you shouldn't even had that. Once you told her that you was gonna do it and she was fired up, you shouldn't even had that because this ain't gonna work. Because she feeling a certain type of way, and sometimes some situations got to be handled on their own with those actual people. A third party.
Listen, let's not talk about this whole light skin versus dark skin thing either. I told y'all my opinions don't be popular. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even go there. The light skin versus dark skin thing too. There's a lot of underlining things that can be talked about when it comes to this whole situation. There is a lot that can be said. You know what I'm saying?
And certain things, right? And I feel like they keep those things going out there because they want to keep these unhealthy conversations and stuff going around.
Everybody
to keep
wants
that
to
going.
Yeah, because everybody wants to stay a victim.
Right, to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? People have called me ugly things and said nasty things about me, and I trust
all my life.
And I replied right back. Like,
all my life.
I was never nice in it. I wasn't buddy. I got just as low. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, well, Erica should have thought. Really, when your back
now,
is against the wall,
see, you talking
thinking about it?
You talking about something that's happened, that's past tense. We're talking about now.
No.
Nowadays,
I'm saying that I've been in a situation.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But you're talking about in the past.
Right, in the past. But no, in the past. But I'm still thinking I've been like that can happen now too. If you come at me, I'm not gonna sit there and take the time out to think about what should I say to you. I'm gonna be nasty. It's gonna be disrespectful. You're gonna hate me. You're gonna probably bash me. But we in a fight because you didn't take the time out to think about how you was gonna affect me, right? You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of people wouldn't agree with that either. Even though I'm never on a side to agree. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on a side to say what's right. Because sometimes things gotta get real ugly for it to get real pretty. Again. You know, and that takes time too. So my thing about in that situation,
I'm a little different, y'all. Now, because back then, this is what you know. What I'm saying I'm ready to respond and go back now.
And I can't.
Words don't even bother me nowadays. You can say whatever you want as long as you don't touch me.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even care. I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because for what? I'm too cute.
Right. Because now, but I can see that's where Erica was trying to take it too. Because she was already going off, and she's like, really? Okay, this and that, and then she hit her mom. That's why your son don't like you. Like, that was a jab. So what you expect me to sit there and think about, okay, she's brown, she's yellow, this and that, blah, 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 blah. If she's known to come like that, you knew what you was doing.
We gonna come right back. We gonna come right back, y'all. You already know RapSIS. We gonna come right back.
I told you this was gonna get wrong.
Yeah, you did say that. Cause Gabore is Gabore. You never know when she gonna get to talking.
Right? No, cause it be like that. Cause what I was
don't finish. Wait. Damn. Hold your thought. Yeah, so we back. We had to just recalibrate for a second and get back in focus. But we are back, and I'm gonna let Gabore finish. You already know RapSIS.
No, so yeah, I'm back, guys. So what I was saying was like I felt like the argument was ugly. First of all, because personally, I didn't feel that she needed to get that heavy over their business. Number one. Number two, sometimes we also have to take a step back and be like, you know what? I do not live my friend life. I do not be here with her at night with any of her kids. Just like how she's not there at night with any of my kids. So you know what I'm saying? I understand she's passionate about what she's been through and who she is now, who she became, because Spice said, I raised my kids for 14 years by myself, but you shouldn't compare how you raised your kids for 14 years and then throw her under the bus on how she raised her kids. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all didn't even know each other within them years. You know what I'm saying? And if she did open up to you about that, that should have been kept, between y'all, and you could have talked to her about that after. But throwing that in, because it's like when first of all, they on TV too, and ain't nobody want to look pussy either. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to look corny. Nobody want to look like a punk. So you shoot at me, I'ma shoot at you. But what happened when she shot once, Erica shot like 5 times in one little word, in one little thing.
That was that Harlem Nights fight.
Yeah, that was that. Pew, pew. Right. Like while the brother was Erica just said pew, and it went downhill from there. She flipped the table up or whatever. Like, come on, like, what are you doing? So I understand, because when somebody come at you in many different ways or a different type of way, especially if you're looking at this person that's supposed to be your friend, you're gonna get ugly. Because as a friend, you know how low you could take it with your friend before she comes back at you. You know what I'm saying? And when a man is involved, and it makes it even more messy, because we're already messy dealing with our shits between us girls. So now you have a third party, which is somebody's husband, acting like he's best friends with this one, that one, and telling them his business, and because that's a dangerous game to play too. Y'all trying to get people on your sides.
Yeah.
I want Spice to see where I come from. No, I want Spice to see where I come from. And now look what happened.
And there's
there's no excuse for that. You know what I'm saying? But like Tony said, at the end of the day, sometimes we got to know when to take ourselves out of it. Loyalty sometimes, I don't know if this was loyalty, because that got too nasty.
No, that's not loyalty.
Right.
She's not loyal to neither one of them, because she's not loyal to either one of them, because nothing Safari said to you should have been said to Erica. Nothing Erica said to you should have been said to Safari.
Right. Period.
There's no loyalty there whatsoever. She's loyal to herself and how she feel, what she think, and what it should be. Because she's not loyal to either one of them.
Right. It wasn't never to the point. Then you started talking about who she was sleeping with, the other man. And when this person was dating that person, you saved those. You saved those, because, like you said, this is my job. This is how I'm making my money. And obviously, it seems like, these shows do be playing favoritism. Sad to say, they do be playing favoritism, because why they both couldn't be fired at the same time? Why they both couldn't be fired?
Right.
She said something about her child, who Safari
should be going for bringing down a woman.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
What happened to the whole women stand together type of thing and all of that? No matter what race or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a man who is degrading, disrespecting, is showing he don't give 2 fucks about this woman, the mother of his children.
Right.
Look how he is treating her and dragging her through.
It's sad, because
all of this, and it's okay for him to stay on the show. That's okay.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, because you know what I'm saying. Like, right, you gave this woman children. You married her, and once the fantasy of her probably was over, it was just downhill from there. And because we already know that things don't be easy.
And then you trying to holler at all her friends.
And that's not nice.
None of them should be talking to him.
Right.
Y'all all should be putting him in his fucking place.
Right.
He should be put in he's a big fucking kid.
Right.
He should be put in his place. There is no way you should be going around treating women like this. And women should not be giving him the time of day.
Right.
Look what he's doing. He's gonna do the same thing to you. He has no respect.
And then she started bringing up who he dating now. It was sad, because Erica ain't saying nothing about who he was dating now, what was going on the other show, who he been seen with. She was basically talking about her and Spice relationship and why she felt she should be honest with Spice. But Spice had that already.
Spice was ready for beef.
Yeah,
that's
ready for beef.
Was.
Because that's going to make the show too.
That is not somebody who is your friend. She didn't come there to talk to you, Erica. She didn't come to hear you out. She didn't come to do anything. She came there to fight you. She came there with a bad mind. Right. Period.
Right. And that was corny. That was corny to see too. Like, you came with those intentions. You showed it. Like, her face was just looking at her like, why so stink? You know what I'm saying? And why so stink? Why you so stink about what's going on between her ex-husband, or her husband still, or her baby father, how many other people? Like, why
are you so involved? Where is your man? What happened to your man that was on the show with you the last season?
Right.
Where he at?
Right. Because this situation, because at this point,
you don't have your kids with you. Your kids are not with you all the time, just like Erica's oldest son is not there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Y'all both work in the industry too.
Right, that can be talked about as well. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
right, because you showed
we gotta stop trying to throw stones. You know what I'm saying? When our own shit is not always all together. Sometimes
right. She was just having a breakdown. She was just having a breakdown about her kid being sick and going through all of this and that. So why even turn around and try to torture the other one or their kids? Y'all both ain't got y'all main kids right now. So why even do that? That was my point. And as far as Safari, he should have been shut down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have been cuffed him in the mouth, because that's what he need a coof.
Sometimes I'm out to get
coof. Right, he needed a coof right up in his mouth, because that's disgusting. Like, you sending the voice, when she said he sent me voice notes of what you was, that was grimy. I was like, damn, but you was still married to Shorty. There was no papers filed yet. You was still married to Shorty. Oh, the papers must have been filed or whatever. Which should have woke Spice up. How would he know all of this? You know how he know all of this? Because he was still seeing her too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Whatever which way they play, he was still seeing her too. Remember, they got kids.
And you wanna be friends with a man who will be like that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Who would be like that? If he is giving you information on his own kid's mother, what makes you think he won't give information about you to somebody else?
Right. Because I don't know if you felt that was some type of loyalty, because y'all are from the same country. You know what I'm saying? And y'all looking out for each other like that. So if y'all looking out for each other like that, then if that's your friend too, you wouldn't air his shit out there either, because this is a person that he's involved
Or you would steer him in the right freaking way.
Right.
You would show him where he's wrong. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You would hold him accountable for the bullshit that he's on.
Right. Because and that's another thing. Nobody takes accountability.
Nobody.
She ain't gonna take accountability, because she got whatever on her side. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? I guess the problem with Love and Hip Hop is that y'all show people up there who would have businesses. That makes the show seem better. It makes it seem like the show has grown, because we seen these people when they first started out or whatever. But at the end of the day, the show is still the same, because none of these women are in their marriages now. You know what I'm saying? All of them are getting divorced. All of them started out with a certain boyfriend. We seen them try to grow, find love, and none of it worked. And now a lot of those women up there is getting divorced. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only are they getting divorced, but then now this one is jumping in this one business, and now they causing fighting. So how does that show growth? That's the problem. Y'all don't show growth. Y'all just keep it there. What grows is the fights and the anger, but where is the real growth to show women who actually watch the show, or there's women in them age groups that go through that shit for real? How do you show them how they come out of it? How do they do better? How can they build a healthy relationship with this man that broke their heart for their kids? You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be seeing now, because a lot of people want families out here. A lot of people have broken families or broken relationships and be fronting to each other just to keep it for the kids, but show them how to do it without fronting. You know what I'm saying? Like you said that you was a mother for 14 years, lost your husband, and you was a single mother. You said that you was a mother for 16 years, lost your husband, and you're not together. Even Bam up there, she was with Scrap, they was together, been married, and now they not together. Sierra,
instead of building a community where you all ladies could be there for each other and help each other get through this and teach each other better ways of communicating and being in unison with each other and with the men. All y'all doing is tearing each other down, talking about each other, you know what I'm saying, and making each other out to be the bad guy and this and that and that and that. There is no resolution.
Right, there's no resolutions. You just keep going on and on and on.
Where are the solutions?
Right,
where is the change?
Where is change is important. You know what I'm saying? You growing, but there's no change. So what's
the mindsets have to change. Like it's ridiculous. It's like it's the same argument over and over and over again. We are grown women. We are not teenagers in high school dating boys. These are grown men, and we are grown women. We have to learn how to find some type of harmony within ourselves and patience with ourselves to be able to deal with somebody else. And you have to, as a woman, we have to understand and know how to stand in each other's shoes.
Right.
So that we know how to deal with each other and talk to each other. Compassion, empathy, care. We need that.
Right.
Because we go through so much. We need each other. And once we start to understand that, things will be better. But you have to be willing to open yourself up to knowing and being vulnerable and knowing I need my sister.
Right. And it's true. It's true. That's things
I need
that I
my
had to
sister.
learn myself.
There are some things some men cannot do for us. There's a lot of things men cannot do for us. A lot. Men can't even really care for us as properly as we can care for each other. And that's the truth. It's not taken away from men. We love the love we receive from our men. We love that. We want that. But they can't truly really care for us as deep as we can care for each other. And we need each other.
Right, it's true. There's nothing wrong with saying just that she come to you about her problems with her man or whatever, and she may have thought she was right in the situation. And when you listening, like, this you was wrong. You shouldn't have did that because blase, whatever, this and that, blah blah blah. And if this man really cares, he's really trying to stick it out with you. Let's stop. Let's really think about what we're doing, because people out here just getting hurt and then trying to act like it doesn't hurt them. It does hurt you, because you know what I'm saying. Although, because as a woman, we change our faces and we have a different face every day, all day. So sometimes our protection is to that self-defense of I don't care. That's when you care the most. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently them girls could probably handle that, because one person I do like out the cast is Sierra. I like Sierra. I like how Sierra tries to handle things, even if her feelings get hurt, because homegirl be crying. She be real emotional. Like, she lost her friends. Like, she's not friends with Erica. She's not friends with Bambi, she said, or whatever the case may be. And she was crying about it, because she really felt that was a sisterhood for her. Like, they was there for each other and whatever they were going through. And sometimes when you get that, it's hard to get that back once it's gone. Because these are people that they really spent. Y'all synced each other kids. Y'all took care of each other kids. Those things are hurtful and hard to let go. And having your friend there or a sister there to hold you down is nothing wrong with that. And be real with your sister. Some days you don't want to talk about your problems. Okay, she said it, and I don't even want to talk on the phone today. You got to give them that space. Because not every day.
And you gotta understand that too, as a friend and as a sister. You have to understand that, and you can't take that personally. And then now that becomes a problem for you, and now you feeling like, right. Oh, why they want?
And now you coming off with the smart mouth. Now you coming
right. You know, we have to learn how to remove ourselves from situations that doesn't necessarily require anything from us.
That's right. Right. Right, it didn't require that. It didn't require anything from Spice. It didn't. It really, right, that makes sense. It didn't require nothing from Spice. You understand? You probably heard this both ends, but it really didn't require nothing from Spice.
Nothing.
It's just sad
all
that
she
the way
had to
it
do
ended.
was sit there and listen to what Erica was saying. But she took it elsewhere.
Right.
She didn't take the time to listen because she wasn't there for that.
No,
That's
she
not
wasn't.
what
She was there for the show.
She was there for the smoke.
Right. She was there for the show.
She wanted. They probably already prepped it. We need action.
Right. They probably told her though.
Yeah. Right.
Because you know how the shows go. You know how sets go. They probably told her we need
somebody
action.
was in her ear.
Yeah. Somebody was in her ear. And somebody was telling her to do that while somebody told Erica to keep it the same.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you get signed on like that, and now you know what I'm saying, because who knows what the argument could have possibly really been about, but they said they knew that piece was going to raise eyebrows, have people talking about Love and Hip Hop again. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it was good or bad, and now somebody loses a job because of how they was personally feeling, and it's sad because nobody's kid shouldn't have been brought up. That man in the middle, he needs to be dealt with, and he needs to be talked to like a fucking man. All right,
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know, I don't want people to think that our feelings are valid. How we feel, what we feel, that is valid. Mm-hmm. We can't allow anybody to take that away from us, right? Because you know what you feel, right? However, we have to check those feelings sometimes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We have to check those feelings sometimes. And if you feel in some type of way, that's when you actually need to talk about it and not act on it.
Right, because he's the only one who's mixed up in between a whole bunch of women at the same time.
The only one.
The only one who's in, because
he's messy.
We seen them all get into it with the women or whatever. But the men spoke about how they spoke. The women spoke.
Look at Ciara. Ciara was saying he was trying to holler at her, being messy,
and she shut that down.
And she shut that down. But that's why her and Erica don't speak now, because Erica took that personally.
But see now.
But again, it's about knowing your friends. Who your friends? Listen, I went through a situation with a friend years ago, with a friend that I thought was a friend, actually a family member, a few family members, let me say that, who thought I was dealing with their man, who is my family member, and on top of that. But see, this is what showed me, when your friends don't know you, your family don't know you, and they look at you a certain kind of way, and they take you a certain kind of way, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know your people. You got to know the people that you around. You got to know the people that you bring around. You know what I'm saying? That you hang out with. You got to know your people. When you don't know your people, you make all types of assumptions. But again, when it comes to women and their men, women do anything,
right?
To protect that situation or whatever the case may be, and they think everybody want their man.
One thing I can say about Sarah about that situation, she said, she was like, I know my friend. I was nervous about this because I know she was going to take it personal. And she was like, and this was not nothing that I wanted to bring to my friend, because she made it clear I do not look at that man like that, because we all were friends. You know what I'm saying? She was like, he was friends with my man. We had money businesses. And then she was like, he kind of took it to another level. And that was the end. And she was like, it took me a minute to tell her because I didn't want to hurt her. Not that I was keeping it. And how to tell her. That's true. Like, how you tell somebody something like that? Like, damn, I see she all in love with you. And you're just doing shit because you can, or whatever you feel like you have this almighty power that you can do. And if you, I don't know, this is the situation. If she hurt you in some type of way, or y'all hurting each other, figure that out between y'all. Y'all just be making this whole big thing, and that's disgusting. Like, that's just too. But
you don't want friends like that though. You don't want friends like that.
Yeah, because Ciara herself.
Those are not your friends.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Those not people you want to deal with.
Level.
Yeah, those not people you want to deal with. You don't want a part of your life. When people look at you in a certain light, you leave them people the fuck alone.
Yep, that's true.
That's it.
True.
That's all.
I agree.
You already know RapSIS. We'll be right back.
Okay, well, you ended that section. I didn't really have much to say. It was just piggybacking. Right. Like, oh, well.
Yeah, bitches. And I know y'all going to be watching this shit.
Right. I let you have your Sean when you was like, because I had family members. I was like, oh,
that's
shit.
a fact.
What you say? You gotta sit in the corner and stay quiet.
So we're back. Burn, baby, burn. This going
Yeah, so Shanti said this was going to be a longer episode. I was like, nah, it's not. We just going to recap. But honey, we are recapping and capping and
right, recapping
and recapping.
So now that we're moving forward in a healthy way, yeah. So that the TV watching a little bit this summer was interesting. What else was interesting? Just hanging out, just getting outside, breathing.
Yeah.
And interesting topics. There was a lot of interesting things going on. Good stuff to talk about, Good things to open our eyes, open our ears, and get to talking again. I'm staying off the internet a little bit, even though you go on the internet to find out certain things. But
definitely,
it brings people back to conversation.
Yeah.
In person, right? Even on the phone.
I definitely been off the internet more lately, and it actually feels really good because then I can tap into real life and real people and actually talking to people for real, you know what I'm saying, and building real relationships besides being online. So I've been taking some time off of the internet. I put my Instagram on a certain timer now, you know what I'm saying. I'm not on there. I pre-post my post. They're already scheduled, ready to go. So when they go, they go. You know what I'm saying? Like, just doing things a lot differently, giving myself more time to myself and not to the internet. And I think a lot of people should do that. really and truly. Stay off the internet. Stay off watching a lot of things that really don't add to your life in a positive way, especially your mental. We already those that grew up in the hood, we already have a certain mentality of the way we think and the way we do things and all that stuff. But we want to elevate, right? We want to do better in life. So you want to do things differently. You want to change your mind state. You want to follow pages that are more productive. You want to follow pages that keep your mind, your mental in a good state of mind. You know what I'm saying? You want to follow things that's going to help you elevate in life. You know what I'm saying? That's going to give you clarity. That's going to give you understanding. That way you can stand in empathy. That way you can stand in somebody else's shoes. I say to a lot of people, a lot of the times I've walked in so many shoes throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? I've met so many people. I've been a part of so many different groups where I've learned that you have to have compassion for your people. You know what I'm saying? There are more good people than bad. However, the bad shines more, the light is shined on the bad more often. So people think that is the majority. People think to be a certain kind of way is the way to go, when it's not. You know what I'm saying? There are people who have huge freaking conflicts that are still able to do business together because they understand their bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And they understand that my feelings are not going to get me where I need to go. You get what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to change our mind on things. I saw a post earlier today that said there was a robot that was cleaning up bathrooms or whatever, and the post said another job lost, right? And I'm like, it's not another job lost. There's actually probably 10 more jobs gained from that, because you have to program it, they have to maintain it, they have to dispatch it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. There's coding. There's a lot of things that need to go into making this robot work and be able to do the things that it's doing. So there are jobs being created behind this robot. So it's not necessarily that there was a job lost. There were job gains. See, it's how you look at it. What they say, the glass is half full or half empty. It's how you look at things. And we have to start changing how we look at things, how we feel about things, and change the narrative for our own self in our own life. You know what I'm saying? You want to do better? You want to be better? You have to do better. You have to do better. Think clearly. Really think about things. You know what I'm saying? If this is something that is not going to affect you, like I got bumped the other day in the park, and I could have wilded out on homegirl, and I wanted to because I felt like she was doing it on purpose, but I said to her, excuse me, you keep bumping me. And she said, oh, I'm sorry. That was it. Because I could have just turned around, bumped her back, and then we would have been in there scrapping. But why am I do all of that? I'm going to just let you know, ma'am, you making me uncomfortable. You keep bumping me. And she said, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And she moved over, and the rest of my day was good. I was in harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are things that you have to know when to speak up. Just say something about something. And if this person doesn't receive it, that's not on you. You already said what you needed to say. You already did what you needed to do. Let them carry on with whatever they're carrying on with, and you go about your business. You know what I'm saying? But I understand we're all not there. I understand everybody's going to react differently to different things. My whole thing is just think about what you're going to do.
Right.
That's it. Just think about it. What is that going to do for you at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Because again, we are adults. We have so much more to lose now than we did. It was nothing to scrap at 16. It was nothing to scrap. We about to get it. What up? It was nothing. But now as an adult, I'm not fighting you.
No.
I'm not doing all of that. I'm not even arguing with you. For what? Especially if I don't know you. Why am I arguing with you? Why am I going back and forth calling you all types of bitches? I don't know you, girl. I ain't even trying to sit here and argue. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we good. You can sit there and scream at the top of your lungs all you want. You're not making me feel stupid or look stupid. I don't feel no type of way. I really don't. I don't care about you enough to do all of that. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you gotta be like, girl, just keep it moving. That's
Right.
it, and that's all. But as far as friendship is concerned, and friends have to know that even in friendships, there are boundaries.
Yep.
And even if your friend didn't create those boundaries, you need to create them.
Yep.
I don't want to be in your business like that. I don't want to know your every move with you and your man. That has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I'm not going to tell you my business about me and my man. I'm not telling you shit.
And I don't have to, and don't sit there and try to make it seem like I have to for this friendship to keep going.
Right.
Because then if you
that.
think that you're going to make me feel like I have to, then it's over.
I don't owe you that. Now, if I need to talk to somebody, and I feel like you're somebody that I want to talk to in this particular time because this is what's going on, then that's what I'm going to do. And what I need from you to do is just listen. Sometimes our friends don't need us to say anything. They just need us to listen, because at the end of the day, you know what's happening? I'm listening to myself because I need to hear what I'm saying for me to make sense of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a listening ear is the best thing you can ever have, especially when it comes with a hug at the end.
Right.
Because that shows that you actually really care and that you were actually really listening, and you just knew that this is what I needed.
They say
a lot of people like to always impose what they would say, what they would do if this was me, but it's not. We have to understand, it's not you. That is not your life. This is not what you're going through right now. This is not what you're dealing with. This is what I'm dealing with. And I'm not asking you for anything but to just be there for me. Don't make comments about how I choose to move after this happens. If I choose to go back to my man and deal with him, that's what I'm going to do.
And that's
but
how
for the moment right now, I just needed you to be there. That's it, and that's all. But this is why a lot of people don't have trust. This is why a lot of people don't have nobody to talk to, because everybody is so freaking judgmental, and everybody has something to say. It's hard to talk to people nowadays and tell them about what's happening in your life without them saying, well, if it was me or if I did it, it don't require that. It don't require that. The comparisons are unnecessary because we're not the same person. We have not lived the same life. We have not done the same things. Things may be similar, but we don't think the same all the way. You gotta learn when to stay out of shit that has nothing to do with you.
That's true, because that's true. You gotta learn when to, and that's true. That's a true statement. If she decide to go back to her man, she decide to go back to her man.
That's her business.
It didn't bother me. You know why? Because I knew where I stood at in the situation. Meaning, I stood nowhere because I'm not dating my friend nor her man. So, and we're not dating together.
We're not in poly. What is it? Poly relationship.
Right? No, we're
none of that is happening.
You know what I'm saying? Because all I did was listen a few times because she really needed to get off her chest instead of going out there going to do something stupid, causing a fight or breaking up with a man who actually might be good for you. But you just see differences in each other and don't know how to handle it. So a lot of the times I agree with that. Like, I know my place. This is my friend. You know what I'm saying? I am not his friend. So I don't need to go over there talking to him unless this is something that needs to be solved. Like, my friend is hurting, like, bad, you beat her up. And if you did that, I wouldn't even be talking to you. You already know how it's going to go. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, or, there's some real, like, my friend is hurting to the point where she needs help to express herself to her man. And at least let me hear where he's coming from. At least try to help. Maybe he can understand it from another different point. But that's the most that I'll probably do. And I wouldn't even do that because most of the time people go through their shit and they figure it out. And the way they met is how they're going to get back together. Sometimes. And things have made change between them. But now they got to get familiar with the new sides of them. So that's how I look at things. Like, I don't want to overstep my line with people's relationships.
Though, that's just people relationships. That's where nobody is supposed to penetrate or get involved, because those two people have to figure it out on their own. There's really no place for anybody else.
Right. If you tell me something,
because it becomes more
toxic.
messy.
Right. It becomes
more messy, and nobody really wants anybody in their business. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to intimate, personal relationships, those two people that are in that relationship need to take that to somebody they don't know, a therapist, a preacher, a pastor, something like that, not to your family and friends.
Right, because
go somewhere where they don't know you, so that from the outside they can help you looking in. You know what I'm saying? But people who know you, you know, that's it's just going to get messy, because now everybody's in your business. Now everybody's talking about it. Now
everybody's coming from their own point of view of what they went through.
Yeah, you don't want that. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody operates differently. We all feel differently. One person who's going to leave her man is going to tell you, leave that nigga because I left mine. But that's not what you want to do.
Right.
So why would you listen to that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So go somewhere where there is an entity who doesn't know either one of y'all, and have that conversation with them.
Right. Because sometimes you're going to people for advice and they're not even healed. So they're going to give you that heavy baggage that they still carry on to. Sometimes you got to be real with your friends. I've been there before. Like, you got to be real with your friend. Like, I've been through this situation. It didn't work out for me. I was hurt very badly. But I see you moving the same way. But what I don't want you to do is just walk away from it. You need to go back to it. Make it right. Even if it doesn't work out. You know, give yourself the closure that you're looking for.
Get what you need, right.
Or a new opening. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that friend that's going to be like, well, that's the same thing that happened to me. And girl, I left. And this and that. And at the same time, that person ain't really that happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see by their dating past. Or sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And they'll set you, because they're not... Because they feel that way, and because you shared something that they went to, they might automatically pick up on, oh, I want her to feel the same way too.
And be careful of latching on to people who go through things you're going through, and y'all become friends off of that, because that's a problem too.
Yeah,
that's a problem too. Y'all share that trauma. Trauma bonding.
And it takes a long time to grow out of that.
Trauma bonding is not the greatest thing either, because then y'all don't get to know each other outside of that. This is what y'all know.
And then when y'all are outside of that and y'all somewhere, oh, I didn't know that shit. Yeah, because all you know is that trauma.
Right.
We never moved past that.
Right.
But now that I have moved past it and you're still there, the attitudes become different now, because now homegirl has moved past it and she don't really want to hear about that trauma no more, because she felt like she escaped it. But now you're gonna not understand it because you still there. So now you're looking at her, oh, she thinks she better than somebody. No, it's about moving forward, and then I'm better than somebody. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, just gotta think. I feel like healthy sometimes, like you just really, and it takes a long time. It doesn't take a long time. It just takes growth. That's what I'm saying.
Fruits and vegetables help with healthy minds.
Right.
Get your fruits and vegetables in.
Right. Get your fruits and vegetables, guys. And let me see what else.
I'm acting like a boy today, y'all.
As y'all can see, there is no other. It's only one me.
I'm being poised today.
Oh, please, I'm always poised.
Because, you know, everybody was like, Gabore. So I had to go back and watch some episodes, and I was like, oh, yeah, she's doing good.
She's doing good. She's doing good for herself.
She sits all nice at the table. She's all calm and cool. I'll be over here like,
Right. I mean, hey, that's
nigga said I'm animated like Busta Rhymes.
Don't do that jump around. Your hair flying. Just don't do that.
I'll be sitting here acting like Busta Rhymes all wild and shit.
Oh, I say a Busta Rhymes.
And she be sitting here like.
No, I be like, right. You gonna catch up at a couple of other episodes where I'm just being really me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want to look good for the camera. Like, this was my first time doing podcasting. This is my first time actually even being open like this.
This is like a 10th episode already.
No, I'm talking about like being on right. But like, so, and I like it. It's cool. I see how people get up here and be making 50 million shows, because it starts to get comfortable. So
you're doing good. You got a lot of good feedback. So
thank you, people. Thank you.
Shouts to everybody.
Thanks to you for inviting me on this platform, giving me a chance to talk. You know, be myself. She saw something in me. She wanted me to bring it out, and that's what I did. So
first of all, Gabore is the one that brings me all the shit that I know. It be through her.
Right.
Okay? So why not just put the camera on her? Because she be down here, oh, let me tell you what happened today. Oh, let me tell you what happened. It be her.
It be really good stuff. And I be like, what?
She be, and I was like, this girl, you might as well just talk about this in front of the camera because it be you.
Right.
I don't be knowing what be going on. My ass be behind. And she tell me something, I gotta go on YouTube. Like, wait, he said what?
Right. It be going down. But I like to look at good conversation though. Like it be stuff about, different things, good conversation, stuff that, that can help me solve a problem or help me go look at certain things different. So that's what I be liking about things too. And it's cool. Like, and it be stuff from other places, countries, different places, because I be on Instagram a lot, you know what I'm saying? And on Instagram, it's so, I don't know how many exactly
it's so
people.
Broad, yeah.
Right, it's on Instagrams, but we got a lot of different countries on Instagrams. And I have not been to these countries, so I try to educate myself and tap in and see what I see and find out what they talking about, because like I said, I like to always learn different things, and I try not to just stick to one outing. Like I went out yesterday, and the point of my date last night was to open my mind. This is what my friend told me, to open my mind. And I actually,
she would not take off her date outfit.
It was cool.
She had it on all set.
Right, I run around the corner to the store and
she showed me all her pictures, videos, everything she did. I was like, okay, she is outside, honey.
But yeah, I said that, and this is my friend. He was like, let's just hang out. Like it was cool because we actually hung out. It was.
I want to go on a date.
Right, it wasn't like all personal, all uptight, and all indoors. No, we was outside playing music, hanging out, like really, and talking, and just seeing different things. And that's an eye-opener. Those are things that keep the artistry for me going. Because, like I said, I do makeup, I like to paint, this and that, make stuff. So it just keeps me going, because I just hate being in one box a lot of the times. Because how much you gonna learn in the same box?
I do makeup, I like to paint and do other stuff. What's the other stuff?
I'm figuring out as I go.
You don't make jewelry?
Oh, yes, and I make jewelry. So, therefore, see? The ball just keeps growing. I make jewelry. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about a few other things too, but I'm still thinking about it. But it was just nice to step out and just enjoy life. With no restrictions, not thinking about nobody.
Let's live life.
I was thinking about no relationships, what didn't work for me. Everybody's living. Whether if they like it or not, everybody's living, and you just gotta keep living.
And that's the thing, yes, live life. Every day is a new day to make it better. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And at the wake, smile.
And let go.
And let go.
And let go sometimes. Let go. Because sometimes in order for you to kind of get out there and meet new people, and not dating to get married, but just to even step out on a regular date, stuff that we used to do back then, sometimes you still got to let go of whatever you still holding on to. Old relationships, unhealthy relationships, somebody that you probably loved and cared for, they decided to take another route. And
let go.
Right, and you may feel left behind. I felt left behind with somebody that I ultimately care for. But you know what? The best thing that I can do for myself, because we were never back to each other at the end of the day. He kind of spoke to me in a way where he told me where he was at in his life. I wasn't getting it, but then I was getting it. But the point is that this person needed to do what they needed to do for their lives and their children, to make it and not have any heavy baggage, clear out what they need to have baggage, and I respected that. But sometimes you still hold on, but I still had to let go. It's hurtful, but at the same time, you gotta also take care of yourself, because when you hold on to baggage, that's not taking care of your health. That starts deteriorating your health. So the most thing you really want to do for yourself is take care of self-love, everything. Just take care of yourself and get back to happiness. Get back and allow. Sometimes we gotta allow other people in the circle to show you different type of happiness. Because we be used to a certain type of style, a lifestyle, a certain way of living, because we had the same people around us forever to make sure that it stays comfortable.
You just said something real profound.
But always remember, people do grow and they start to move on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody never really. The only way you stay the same is if you're not accepting change. And when you don't accept change, then everything that you thought you got rid of will keep on happening. Mm-hmm. Keep on happening. And you think it's going to change because you have met different people, but it be the same scenario. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you got to look.
Same people in different bodies.
You got to look deep in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But changing your growing and allowing other people in, yeah, that's definitely part of growth. It's great people have friendships for over 20, 30 years, but yeah, what else? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Allow some other friends to come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes other people coming in, they turn into your family too. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be family for them. You coming into different timings. You know, there's different times when you was hanging out with these people. You may have been 18. Now, 12 years later, you're 30. Or whatever, you're 29. So now that you're not hanging out with those people, you're hanging out with a different... Because that's how growth keep going. You know what I'm saying? Also, people just keep it the same, but then that becomes unhealthy.
Redundant.
It becomes redundant because y'all have been outgrew each other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been outgrew each other, but because people are afraid to let go, you stay there. Even in homegirl relationships with your homegirls or whatever.
Oh, please, I don't fuck with none of these bitches.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't mess with. They just keep growing and make connections with people that they feel that they can stay connected to, and that's okay because not everybody is.
Fuck all these hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. My bad.
Not everybody's built for friendships and long-lasting friendships or whatever the case. Some people be like, all right, I healed from it, but I don't want to go back there. I want to keep going over here and keep going and keep going. So you just it happens. Just allowing it. That's how I feel today.
Well, shout out to Gabore. Sada, sada, ikibe. Sada, sada, come my way. Sada, sada.
We heard that at the park too.
We heard that at the park. Shout out to Legacy. Gari for our legacy.
Right.
They was Gari for our kids. They was Gari for our legacy. And then they turned into Legacy Unlimited or
the ultimate.
Something like that. And then now I think they just Legacy. But shouts to them, y'all. Shouts to them. Shouts to y'all. Thank y'all again for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You already know this is RapSIS. Y'all make sure y'all hashtag RapSIS.
RapSIS.
Follow us on Instagram. RapSIS 2023. You know,
Sisters
that's it.
on the run eating.
Sisters on the run eating. Sister, the Chatty Patties has entered the chat.
Yes, there you go.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? It's only the Instagram. That's it. Y'all can see all the content there. And of course, here on YouTube, you already know we'll be heading to Spotify soon. So y'all be hearing RapSIS on all the platforms.
Right.
You know, in a few. Just give us a minute. We'll be there. But again, ladies, hit us up, rapsis718@gmail.com. Y'all make sure y'all send us y'all links, you know, y'all music, bios, all that good stuff so we could get familiar. We gonna sit, tap in, listen to the show, you know, listen to y'all music on air. We'll listen to y'all music on air, you know what I'm saying, with everybody listening. We'll get the feedback from the people that are listening. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Tony Stills on Instagram for exclusive content. You already know. We out here. We might be going live on YouTube soon, so we'll see. We'll see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
It would be nice to talk to y'all.
Yeah. So y'all stay tuned for that. And again, we are out here. It's your favorite hood chick, Tony Stills.
And your girl, Mz Gabore.
Y'all can follow us on Instagram. I'm at Tony Stills everywhere. TonySteelz.
I'm at Love Star Faces by Gabore and at Heronima Handmade Earrings.
Yeah, we'll put that down underneath so that y'all make sure y'all follow us. Read the description box. All that good stuff. Again, we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all. And you already know. RapSIS. High five.
I'm accounting for that. Wouldn't take anything back, cause the lessons I learned were well earned, and it's blessings in that. But you know that I'm coming with something, giving you